Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I'm Ryan the DarthDaimyo, and today I'm trying to play the Simpsons Tapped Out for you. This game is unfortunately coming to a close and the servers will no longer be available after January 24th, and this is the evening of January 23rd. I am in the process of installing this and downloading a bunch of updates on my computer, playing it with a emulator, so we'll see how it goes. I think it was able to connect to the server. As you can imagine, everything's been just a little bit shaky recently. Of course, I normally play this on my phone, and I've been getting booted off the game quite a bit because of the connectivity issues, but we'll see how it goes. Regardless, I'm here to hang out. We beat The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past last night, or technically in the wee hours early this morning, which I'm very happy with. And so we'll have this today, hopefully, and then we'll pick up with the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke tomorrow. Do I even have the microphone on? Hold on. Make sure. Yes, okay, the microphone is on. Maybe get some. Let's see, do I have the computer audio on? Maybe I can play some non-copyrighted music while this is happening. Or I guess I could play the Simpsons Tapped Out soundtrack in the background. Yeah, is there a playlist for that? Let's take a look here. Still got quite a few updates to go. This is... Okay. So that was the music. Looks like it wasn't monetized, so there was no ad on it. Ooh, my computer is not liking this. My computer does not like running this emulator. If this crashes, we may have to stream off my phone, which is not so much fun, but can be done. Okay, let's try this. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. Let me turn the volume down on my speakers. And can I put this on a loop? Probably can. Sure, there's a way to do that. Or maybe not. I thought there would be. Okay, so it's about 50% done, a little over 50% done, depending if you go based on the updates or the megabytes. Oof. So maybe we'll find something else to do here for a minute. Okay. I had to put it on a playlist to get it to loop. but should loop now, and we shouldn't get a copyright infraction because this is the music for the game we're playing. And hopefully I can just turn it off once the game actually starts, assuming it does start. Now, can I just... No, because it's full screen. Just fine. So I guess let's take a minute to talk about freemium games and the love-hate relationship that gamers have developed. So, free games that you can play on your phone anytime. Totally awesome. Microtransactions, not so much. But generally, I'm not a fan of this model and don't generally even play these types of games, let alone, like spend money on them. However, there are a handful of games that I make an exception for. The Simpsons Tapped Out being one of them. The main reason just being because it's fun. So I've been working from home since, oh my gosh, maybe I need to turn this music down a little bit. I imagine it's probably a little loud. I've been working at home since March of 2020, like a lot of people. And I'm a good productive worker, but, like most people, I have my phone open next to me. And I'm not a social media doom scroller. I don't just have like Facebook and Twitter up, and I sometimes doom scroll a little bit on YouTube, but that's it. But I'm not watching, like reels and all that and TikToks. Well, nobody's watching TikToks, but so what I like to do is, have a mobile game open while I'm working to just kind of give my other hand something to do. And most of the time it's Pokemon Go. But I have to get off that on occasion. And city builders have always been something I enjoyed, from playing like SimCity way back in the day as a kid, and really enjoyed like the city building aspects of games like Age of Empires and stuff. And then The Simpsons has been my favorite show since like the 4th grade. So this was a natural draw for me. I actually tried it years and years ago and just couldn't. But that was like pre-Pokemon Go, so I was not even like, I won't even try a freemium game with microtransactions. But it's like Simpsons, okay, I'll try it. And tried it once. It was like, meh. But at that point, I wasn't working at home, so I didn't have as much like time with idle hands. Now, one of the real bad sides to these types of games is when they're exploitative, meaning, at least to me, like aside from all the regular reasons, like they try to get you to spend money, like FOMO, fear of missing out, and that sort of stuff, like ones that make it hard to advance the game without spending money. And this game has been accused of that. I have played much worse. For instance, Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. I started on launch day and played a little over 1 year. And there was a point in that, and I was a free-to-play player. There was a point in that game where I was in the top 0.5% of players ranked. But like every month as it progressed, my ranking like dropped lower and lower and lower. Just even though I was playing like every single day, I was playing as much as anybody, if not more than the average person. But because I wasn't spending any money, I was losing. Like, so they had like this like total calculation, like your combat power, and like every new piece of equipment, every new mount, every new whatever you got added to your overall combat power. And they would release a new mount like every 3 to 4 weeks that would cost $40. and they made like a significant boost to your combat power. Plus, if you paid for the premium stuff, you got extra daily items and whatnot, which also made significant differences, and I just never did it. And eventually, like, I quit playing. I think had I ever found somebody to play with, I may have continued to play despite that, but playing by myself and just falling further and further behind the pack by not paying money, it felt really bad. And this game has also been accused of things like this, but this game is not competitive in any way, where Ni no Kuni Crossworlds is. So, as a free-to-play player on The Simpsons Tapped Out, I didn't have a similar experience. I mean, you can compare your Springfield to other players, but that's basically it. And then something else I wanted to talk about is when they announced that this game was closing, I guess it was back in September, maybe. They started throwing in-game currency and unlocking like all the old content, not all of it, but most of it. And you went from building a Springfield on the little bits that you could scrap together to basically having everything all at once. And at first I thought that was really cool because I was getting all these premium characters and buildings and stuff that I would never have paid money for, but now I had them for free. Plus other stuff that I didn't care about. And if we ever get into this game, you'll see that didn't result in me making a really cool Springfield. It resulted in my kind of original Springfield and then a whole bunch of crap on the outskirts of it that I never incorporated because I just got too much new stuff too quickly. Oh, it might be getting there. Let's give it a sec. Also, by the way, this last title card is just like totally heartbreaking. Not only because of like the game ending, but of just like making me think of like the Simpsons ending, which is something that the people have been talking about a lot in the Simpsons community recently, with season 36 being the last season that has been greenlit by Disney. So we'll see. It might be trying to load into the game. The cursor changed and the update information went away. The donut stopped spinning. That might actually be a bad sign. It may have just frozen. We may have to close it and reopen it. But we're trying. We're trying to get in. Like I said earlier, it's probably not helping at all that the servers are closing tomorrow. And so they're probably not at the strongest they've ever been. Over the past couple weeks, I've had a lot of issues, like getting kicked off the game and having to reload it. So we'll see. Let me get out a full screen here real quick. You can see the emulator there. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to reboot this. So 1 second. Let me throw this up. Hi Mason, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Currently trying to get the game to launch. Okay, you're good? Awesome. Okay, we rebooted. Hopefully this works. Our donut is spinning again. That's always a good sign. It's synchronizing. The flux capacitor is fluxing. Oh, oh, oh. It might be... I don't want to jinx it. I can always stream from my phone if this ends up not working, but ugh, I don't want to. Streaming from my phone has not been a great experience so far, but it's always an option. That donut stopped again. Oh, oh. Oh, yes. Here we go. Okay, we're in. Let me pause the soundtrack to see if it'll start playing the music on its own. Yeah, okay. So, welcome to Springfield, USA, state unknown. First thing we got to do is complete some jobs. So, this can lock down the my phone because I have like 800 some characters. So hopefully this doesn't like kill the game, but we'll try. Okay, we got a lot of people at the Springfield Playhouse today. Apparently we clicked on Bart. I didn't mean to click on Bart. Okay, so click on Apu's, click on the Quickie Mart. Click on Homer. Click on the church. Right now what I'm doing is, if you've never played this before, basically you set your characters to work a job for a certain number of hours. And then you have to, when that's done, you have to click on them to complete it. So each of these like thumbs up is a job that a character has completed. And like I think I have like 830 some characters, something like that, or close to it. So thankfully you can do these in groups. You don't have to do them one at a time. I wouldn't play it if you had to do it one at a time. See Homer, Paul Bunyan there, and Disco Zombie. There's Dr. Hibberts. Looks like Snake was at the police department, along with a whole bunch of people. There's Luigi. Apparently clicked on him. Hank Scorpio. Where's Hank Scorpio? Of course, at his mountain holdout. Hans Molman. Squeaky Voice Teen is at Cletus's farm, where you can get tobacco. Duffman is partying at Moe's. Where's Kent Brockman? He's somewhere in this mess. This should get less terrible when I get all these character jobs completed. There's the Headless Horseman with a mug of beer for some reason. I wonder if he just pours it down the hole where his neck should be. Shauna Chalmer. And Seder comic book guy. It's like Seder book guy or something. Comic book Seder. I usually play this with the sound off. There's so many noises. There's the Aztec Avenger, or whatever he's called. Jasper Beardsley, hanging out in Itchy and Scratchy Land. Crusty Land, whatever. 2 different places. Rex Banner. Rod Flanders. Lou. Sharon Terry. Tourist. Jenda. There's Wendell. I just saw Grand Theft Walrus. Yeah, there's Grand Theft Walrus from the Simpsons movie. Disco Stew is at Stew's Disco. Here's Beverly. McD. McD's. Cat Lady. George Washington probably hunting for, nope, he's cutting down the cherry tree. You can make him hunt for Jebediah Springfield. There's Akira working at the Happy Sumo. Can you zoom out? Maybe, but I don't know how. We're fine with it here. Nelson's mom. Mayor's nephew. Jack Frost. So, when they announced that this was going to close, I came up with like a to-do list, and I basically accomplished everything you can do in this game with the exception of 3 things, one of which I may try to do on this stream. But those are obtain the full map, which I might be able to do tonight. It just depends on how motivated I get. Get every character, which I do have every character that's available. There are a handful of characters that have not been available in the store. Let's play Sideshow You. But we'll check again before we log off. And then the last thing is get the Billionaire's Haven, which requires you to have 2 billion in-game dollars, and they have been pretty free and easy with the in-game currency, but not that free and easy. So I currently have a little over half a billion. So we only made it about 25% of the way there. And you see all this XP and money just floating around that's waiting to be collected. Once we get all these jobs completed, we can actually do a trick to make all of that be collected at once. And that's basically just like switching screens. So we'll go to the friend screen, which is that button in the bottom right with Barton Millhouse. I saw Jesus. So they have 2 characters on here. One is Jesus, and the other one is Mixed Martial Arts Jesus. And there's a storyline where they fight, and Jesus gets his butt kicked. It's pretty crazy. Ronald Reagan. There's the dog bounty hunter guy. I forget what his actual name is in the game, in the show. I'm gonna miss this game, but I'm also not gonna miss doing this because it's kind of ridiculous. Sharon Terry's mom. Sideshow Raheem. There's Disney Princess Homer. Is this God or Yahweh? That's God.
Here we go.
There's Cthulhu. And that one is the cult leader. I just watched it the other night. Lisama, or it's like Siddhartha, the Buddha's name, but they incorporate Lisa into it. Noir Lisa, which freaks me out. Maleficent, Mr. Burns, which is very suits him well. Gramposaurus Rex from the Geriatric Park Treehouse of Horror. Chinos. He's Thanos, but he has a ton of chins. Mr. Magoo. We're getting into some pretty obscure... Okay, and that's it. We got them all. So now we're going to switch to the friend screen. Of which we have max friendship level and have gotten all of the friendship goals. Mulberry Island, HMO, the Hibberts, Money-Making Organization, Bloodbath and Beyond, the Angel Fossil. No. Do you like scroll? Yeah. Canyon Arrow, It Blows, the air conditioning store, Stuart, the duck who works at the power plant, Little Black Box, which is the bar for pilots, Mr. Teeny, Marge's Tetherball, KBBL, Cool Lisa costume, the Capital City Goofball, Earl, the Automated Lighthouse, Stampy, Homer's Car, Snowball 2, the Singing Shoreline, and the Olmec Head. Got all that. Okay, so let's head back in, and that should automatically collect all the XP and money that was floating around. Loading, loading, loading. This dang game is loading. Let's not switch screens. Okay. Okay, so we're getting donuts. So we leveled up. So we're at the max level, which is 939. But you still have an experience bar. And when you fill it up, you get that screen that lets you choose a box. And you get between 1, 2, and 3 donuts. Donuts is like the paid currency that... used to be that you could buy donuts. You can also get donuts for free. You see all these characters just standing around waiting for a job. It's freaking weird, man. Okay, so let's do just a little tour, I guess. So this is the residential area, Evergreen Terrace. We got the Simpsons house, the Flanders house, the Brown house. We got the horrid nightmare pile in the back. Let's put somebody in a costume. Let's put Lisa in a costume. It's taking us to where Lisa is, wherever the heck she is. Okay, so Lisa is now in a witch's costume. Oh, we clicked on the brown house nightmare pile. We can only do one at a time, so that's fine. So the residential area kind of extends down this way, like along the mountainside, and then kind of out this way. We've got the schools here. Springfield High School, Springfield Elementary, the Ayn Rand School for Tots, the Adult Education Complex is here as well, and the Historical Society. Then we've got more houses this way, and then all the apartment buildings, Spencer City Apartments, which is where Patty and Selma live. Bachelor Arms, which is where Kirk lives, or lived before they got back together. Got the Maison Derriere, some more houses, more apartment buildings. This Mrs. Kerbobble's house, or apartment. And then we've also got like the condo area, which should be in Springfield Heights, but kind of ran out of space. Okay, so I wish you could zoom out a little bit. And then we got the power plant and the Quickie Mart right next door to the residential area. And then there are like various stores and restaurants all around. Got 10 hours left, or a little under 11 hours left in our experience collider. The Androids Dungeon and Baseball Card Shop, Municipal House of Pancakes. This is getting into the commercial district. Springfield Convention Center, Gold Navy, Moe's, of course, and King Toots next door. And then there's the Squidport with all of the great places that are there at the Squidport. And also, welcome to Fogbury Port, the H.P. Lovecraft spooky New England port town. More commercial district. The health district, we got Springfield General Hospital, the Retirement Castle, various gyms, Center for Geriatric Medicine, Then we get into the civic area. We've got town hall, which has been completely trashed. There's 2 post offices, police department, DMV, the IRS, the library, and also all the mafia buildings, because those are explicably tied to the local government. A Springfield office for unemployment, which is where you can auto-assign jobs by paying in-game currency instead of clicking on individual characters. So I can send 690 characters on 1-hour jobs for 10,320. I normally do 24-hour jobs, 695. I think I have 690 some characters. I think 830 some is the total number of characters. Maybe. And that doesn't count. I actually have a lot more than that, because that 800 something would include the characters that don't take jobs, that are just like decorative, that just like basically walk around, which I think I have almost all of those. And then we got Krusty Land, that also has Itchy and Scratchy Land and Duff Gardens stuff in it. Probably some other theme parks that they had visited. Lardland. And for some reason I put the Springfield Pet Contest in there as well. The desert and kind of the country area. Cletus's farm and his barn, the tobacco fields. Out here is a desert resort, like this massive resort that I built, parking garage. And this comes back over around to the residential area. Then here's more of the deserty desert type area with the Romani wagon train, and the Burning Man thing, but it's not called Burning Man. I forget what it's called. And then there's the sports place with the foosball and the racetrack, which we've already done a race, and Springfield Park. Entertainment district with all like the theaters and the wax museum and Sir Putz-a-Lot and the infamous castle. And then that goes back into the commercial district. And then let me head over to Springfield Heights. We'll go. Oh, and here's the Homer Leia's, which I finally finished, which I'm super proud of. And then, yeah, here's Springfield Heights with all the hoity-toity condominiums and McMansions and whatnot. Mr. Burns's mansion, Rainier Wolfcastle's mansion, the Quimby compound, Fat Tony's compound, and Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper's babysitting service. And then like all the corporate stuff is over here too. Ad agency, the marketing place, and all like the business centers and whatnot. And a bunch of Fleetapetas are like all over the place. Oh, the Reading Education Center. Sheldon, please don't rub up against this. And then over here's the Frontier, which has got some buildings, like the Ziff Mansion is there. So like right at the beginning, and there's the Burns summer house, and there's Spider Bart. But then as you get into the Frontier, there's really nothing, just trees and rocks and buffalo. I did finish the Frontier. It took a long time, but we got there. Oh, and here's a diner, just way out there in the woods for no reason. And then I'll just show you like some of the chaos. Just like I started getting stuff and just kind of throwing it down. Like, okay, here's just stuff that I got and didn't know what to do with. I'm like, oh, I'll just do a total rebuild like the last week it's online and just incorporate all of this stuff. And nope. Springfield Dump. Here I was starting to work on like these are all like the monsters and stuff, and here's like the Springfield Police Department like setting up a line of defense. And they even like moved all the churches and stuff over here because they were trying to make like a spiritual line of defense as well. And surrounded the First Church of Springfield with pride trees. And here's hell. That's hell. And here's Professor Frank's like Wild Wild West spider from the Civil War reenactment episode. And then just more just random stuff that I got and wasn't able to ever find a spot for, or just didn't have the motivation to, because they gave you everything free at once. And that sounds awesome until you actually get it and you're like, wow. When I used to get like maybe a building a day, now I'm getting dozens of buildings a day. And when I would get a new building or a new character, I would put a lot of thought and time and care into like where to put them in Springfield. And now I just have all of this stuff and I don't know what the fudge to do with all of it. It just got too much at once. The Fortress of Chocolitude. So yeah, I got all those real expensive options like the sun and the spinning restaurant and the Fortress of Chocolitude and the giant magnifying glass and all that stuff is here. So yeah, I'm sure I missed lots of stuff. There's the Spruce Moose, actual size. Beethoven's Heavenly Def Jam. There's lots of like cool Easter eggs like going throughout all this stuff. It's just like a ridiculous mess to try and look at. Okay, so here's kind of another edge, like the industrial complex. Oh, there's the Cosmic Wars Ranch with a Tauntaun and the AT-AT. There's Marty Ziff, a jerk. Let's play Find Maggie. This is going to be ridiculous. There is no way I'll be able to find her in 1 minute and 12 seconds. I stopped playing Find Maggie a long time ago because just like it wasn't worth it for the amount of donuts you got when you got so many free donuts. Like you could just buy donuts with in-game dollars every day. So like trying to find Maggie every 3 days to get maybe like a couple donuts is just like way too stressful. And also the Springfield just kept getting bigger and bigger and more crowded. And oh, actually I did find her. There she is. Nice. Oh, ye of little faith. All right, so we got the second one. I guess let's do it again. Why not? So we'll finish, do the third time and get to see how many donuts we get. Okay, Maggie, go hide. I also need to go in the settings and turn the music back on. Sorry about that. She's not on the retirement castle. Moe's. Look at Android's Dungeon, Krusty Burger, Quickie Mart. Flanders house, Simpsons house. Let's check the school. She's not on the school. Let's go to like the civic area. Check the library and stuff. Oh, she's on the police. I found her again. Nice. Minjula. Okay, so we get 2 donuts. Cool. And we're not paying more. No. Okay, so let's see how many free land tokens we have. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say we're not going to grind through and unlock the rest of the map. Oh, here's Aqualia. And there's like the Pokemon knockoff thing. Because it's just the clicking around the map in order to unlock the entire thing would probably just drive me absolutely bananas. So we're not going to do that. But I do want to find, okay, and see. So we have to go to the builder, unlock. We have 37 free land tokens. Yeah, I mean, like, we could buy the rest of the land tokens we need because we no longer have a use for, like, the money we have since the game is closing, and we probably have enough to buy all the land tokens we need to unlock the whole map. But I would just have to do this for probably an hour to unlock the entire map, and then there'd be no use for it because I wouldn't really be able to use it since the game's closing tomorrow. So kind of like, what's the point? What I do want to do though, especially since this is my first chance like getting to do this on a computer, is go through the store and see if there are any characters that I missed. Now these sales, the like taps part 1 through 5, these release all the old content. And I have gone through these a ton of times on my phone, but they can be hard to see, and I keep missing things in them. So I think I am going to go through them like this to see if there are any characters I missed. Because it would be nice to get all the characters, but I know that's not going to happen because there are some like premium characters that are just not available in the store right now, like Shelbyville, Manhattan, and Jebediah Springfield, to name a couple. So unfortunately, we won't ever complete all the collections, but I mean, we've done basically everything else you can do in this game, with the exception of the map, completing the collections, and whatever the third thing I said was at the first Church of Lad. Ghost Zapper, Spooky Wall, Stampy Balloon, the Grumble. I love the Grumble. What was the third thing? Oh, the Billionaire's Haven, which I just can't get. I'll show it, though. Like, I'll pull it up after we go through Taps Part 1. Mr. Sparkle. Mr. Sparkle is a character, and I do have him. The Guinea Pig Rescue Center. I kind of want to have that. That was a great episode. Is it going to make me start over going through the...
So that's where buildings come from.
Okay, there's no quest with that. It didn't make me completely start over. The Blocko store. Even this, like, I'm like... So we're not even halfway through the first one, and there's 5 of these. Do I even really want to do that? Especially since I know that I can't get all of the characters. I can't ever complete that check mark, so... What's the point? Chicken coop? I have a bunch of chicken coops. It is nice to look at this blown up, though. I think I have the Rigelian Queen somewhere. The diet sign is great. The donut torture device. The tentacle tree. Love. The spruce caboose. Sponsored church. Never got Radioactive Man, which bothers me. Maybe we'll pull up the character collections and take a look. The old Simpsons farming. That's something I should have had.
Heads up! So
Heads
that's
up.
where buildings come from.
The Radish Station. The houseboat, the decoy, Sandy John Smokehouse. No thanks. Don't eat anything from Sandy John Smokehouse. Pride trees are great. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go through all 5 of these. I'll finish this one. Basically, like, the main reason I wanted to do this is just to kind of make a video of my Springfield, like the parts of it I like, as a record, I guess, since I won't have access to it anymore soon. And Also, just to kind of talk about it and get some of my feelings off my chest, I guess. Gaming therapy. Honestly, I'm not that upset, though. I like this game a lot, but it's not like if Pokemon Go closed. Like, that would be a very big deal for me. Do I have anything in my storage? Probably just monorail tracks. Yeah, just monorail tracks. This is what I want. Okay, so The Simpsons we have complete. And Apu's family, good. The Flanderses, complete. Van Houten's done. The Bouviers, Hibberts, kids. Let's look at the kids. Hey, Jordan, how are you doing? Nice. Nice. Congratulations. Some characters I never did. Yeah. I have every character that's available unlocked, but there are just like a handful I'm missing that aren't in the store. Like Greta Wolfcastle. I'm missing the Spuckler kids. There's only a handful. I've got almost everything completed. Weird Al, I think, is the one I'm missing in this one. I love how Matt Groening is a guest star. Yeah, Weird Al. Got almost all of them finished. The Itchy and Scratchy Robots, and then Shelbyville, Manhattan, and Jebediah Springfield. And I'm missing this alien thing. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Wow. I actually, like, I've been a huge Simpsons fan since I was in 4th grade, but I actually never started playing Tapped Out until this past year. So it's not as big a blow to me, but it's still, like, it stinks for sure. It's probably better that I have one less thing to be tapping around on my phone on. Radioactive Man, never had. Which is unfortunate. Very iconic character. Who am I missing from here? Fall Out Boy Millhouse. I think I got all the others. Yeah. And I never got to be a part of the peak years, unfortunately. Yeah, I watched a history video on it yesterday, and I remember, it was talking about how it was #1 in both app stores and all that. This is Steve Martin's character from Titans of Trash, or Trash of the Titans. Yeah. I don't think I have, yeah, I don't have Old West Homer. See, like, almost all of these collections are completed, and the ones that aren't, I'm, like, missing a single, like, I don't have a sumo wrestler. Sumo wrestler's not available in the store. I even contacted a customer. Oh, and we just got booted. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for joining the stream. You grew corn without donuts? Dang. All right, let's see if we can reconnect. I wouldn't be shocked if we couldn't. It looks like it's going to work. It might. I think we might reconnect here. I'm doing all right, Kevin. Thanks for asking. How are you? I mean, yeah, sad. I am sad. It's a bad day. When I get off the stream, I'm going to go put on The Simpsons and just chill. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. It's loading. It's loading. Yeah, that would be great. I see. Was in the tapped out Discord until like a day or two ago. I was just tired of the notifications, and that's like all they talked about was like all the various like projects for keeping it alive, like a new server exactly. So here's my question. Like I've been thinking, like assuming this is the last time I'm ever gonna play it, should I close the game with everybody doing a job? Active player since 2020. Awesome. That's really cool. I've only started playing in 2024, but I love it. Or should I just let them chill? Just like you guys have worked hard, just take a break. No more jobs. Except for Brandine, I kind of want to make her patrol for terrorists. Where, yeah, defend Springfield from terrorists. There we go. We'll give Brandine... Oh, there's a leprechaun. Ah, I got him. Yes, I did take a pic. I took a pic this afternoon. Which I'm going to post in my Discord later. And speaking of which, I should probably put the Discord link in the chat. I think this link is good. If anybody wants to join and this link isn't good, just let me know. Let's see. There's Canadian Millhouse. Or Millhouse. The sad thing about games like this is we all know they can't last forever. Yeah, I mean... I feel really bad for the people who put a lot of money into it. No, they never gave an official reason. The two main things that most people agree on are that the cost to keep the game going was greater than the amount that they were gaining from new players, and the contract with EA expired and Disney decided not to renew it because if they're going to do Simpsons games, they want to do Simpsons games like that they have more control over. Basically it's the server. Like a game that, you know, thousands or millions of people play, you have to continually run and maintain the server, which does cost money. I thought I was going to get on here and just like start building and rearranging, but I have like zero motivation to do any of that. Zia Simpson, Knifey Spoony. I mean, I would be okay with that if you could export your save data from the original. In fact, I'd be happy about that. But if you like have to start from the ground up, like I don't think I would play. I think they will do more Simpsons games. I follow like a lot of like Simpsons speculators and stuff, and a lot of the like Simpsons contracts are coming up soon. Like for instance, there's a section at Universal Studios Springfield, USA. It's like a mini Simpsons theme park. That the contract for that is coming up in 2028, and all the speculation is that Disney won't renew the contract with Universal so that they can incorporate the Simpsons into the Disney parks. Yeah, some of the recent updates are kind of weird. Like the Thanksgiving Canadian football role-playing update. That was really, really weird. Yeah, actually, that was a big thing for me about this game was that you could play with Apu. Because Apu is one of my all-time favorite characters, and, you know, we won't get into why why he's not on the show anymore, because everybody knows all that. But it was just great that you got to play with Apu. Let me find him. Apu should be working when this game ends, because Apu is always working. Yes, I would buy and play remasters of both of those games. Road Rage is actually one of the most played games in my house. It's currently in my PlayStation 2, and we were playing it just over Christmas break. We were playing The Simpsons Road Rage. And I've also thought about streaming The Simpsons Road Rage as well. Here we go. Okay. Apu, you got to work at the Quickie Mart. I'm sorry. We'll follow you. We'll go with you, but you're Apu. You got to work at the Quickie Mart. That's what you're going to be doing when this game ends. If you can even find your way to the Quickie Mart. It still baffles me how these characters can't just walk in a straight line to where they're going. What are some of your thoughts on how they need to change course? Let's change it to a classic Quickie Mart. And let's do our scratcher. Why not? That would be so weird. I mean, I would absolutely watch that. But aging them up permanently, wow, that would just blow my mind. I think it would absolutely bring some people back, at least for a season, to see what it's like. Chief Nakahomer. Yeah, I love a lot of the episodes where they're high school kids. The one where they have the party and the graduation one. Those are really good episodes. I just generally like the future episodes. I think a lot of people do. So it's absolutely for certain that the contract with EA expired. It's speculated that the cost of running the server is greater than the money they're making. That's not something that they've confirmed or denied. They definitely have an audience. Because obviously they wouldn't keep making the show if nobody watched it. But I do agree with you that I don't think that younger people are watching the show. At least not most younger people. My kids watch it because, I introduced it to them. I think older Simpsons fans get their kids to watch it, but I don't think there are a whole lot of 8 to 15-year-old kids who find the Simpsons on their own, separate from their parents showing it to them. Yeah, I'm honestly really surprised. I thought we'd have 3 movies by now. I was also really shocked when Disney got a hold of Fox and didn't immediately announce a new Simpsons movie, because they announced a new Star Wars movie within 24 hours of the deal with buying Lucasfilm becoming public. I was born in 88 and the show started in 89. So I was not even a year old when the show went on the air. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's the Wiccans. Oh no, that's Kung Fu Werewolf. I meant to click on the Wiccans. Or Booberella. Which, I have her Cave Girl Booberella costume. This freaking game. 96. Cool. Is this Fat Cthulhu? No, it's just Cthulhu. Yeah. The glory years. Oh, I forgot to try and turn the music back on. Let's see. Hold on. I don't even remember how to get to the settings. Here we go. Oh, the music is on. It's just not playing anything. It's fine. It's whatever. I started in 4th grade. So, let's see. That would have been like 98, 99. So, somewhere around like season 9, 10-ish. And I watched pretty consistently throughout the years. I did have like a break when I graduated from high school and was in like college and like no longer had cable. Like there was this period between like graduating from high school and not paying, choosing not to pay for cable, but before like streaming services were a thing. I still don't pay for cable, but I watch it, you know, like on Hulu and Disney Plus. But I have since seen those episodes on Hulu and Disney Plus. I agree. They absolutely need to be getting more love. It does. Yeah, I would totally love to see them at Walt Disney World, even if they don't like have like their own section. Like, I'd love for them to like build a Springfield, USA in Disney World like they have at Universal. But even if they just had them walking around like the mascots, like that'd be just like anything. Or even if they just had like a ride, like one like Simpsons attraction. Yeah, that would be totally cool. Roy, classic character. Mirror Homer, freaks me out. Super Nintendo Chalmers.
I think I bit off the majority of my tongue.
With Mecha Chalmers.
Good.
We'll leave him as classic. Oh, I'm so jealous that you got to go to the Simpsons ride. I've never been to Universal. I've been to Disney. But we didn't go to Universal, so I never got to see it, and it's unfortunate. Anime Marge. Woot woot. And here's the only time you will see Itchy not trying to murder Scratchy. I'm trying to click on Itchy, not Sherry and Terry. Yeah, there's actually some speculation that the current season is going to be the last one, because right now, the one that's airing right now is season 36. And the last update before Disney bought Fox was Fox greenlit seasons 35 and 36. And Disney has not greenlit an additional season past season 36. So some people are thinking that this is going to be the last season. And also, like, the season premiere this year was, you know, the Simpsons series finale stuff that they did. Plus they're doing all this stuff, like, you know, they did a sequel to Steamed Hams and all this. But to me, like, it would seem like really weird for Disney to buy Fox, and one of the main reasons to buy Fox is The Simpsons, and then just like not renew it for any more seasons. So I'm not convinced that this is the last season. Plus, I think if you're gonna end The Simpsons, you want to announce from the beginning this is going to be the final season, so you can get the highest number of viewership possible on those episodes. But I even though I'm not convinced that this is the last season, I do think it could be ending in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Like, that's my thoughts. So Simpsons ends maybe along with American Dad while Futurama comes back from the grave a third time. Yeah, I love Futurama as well, but it won't die, which I'm okay with, but it would feel weird if The Simpsons was off the air and Futurama still had new episodes. That would be totally weird. Would Gameloft, SE, or Jam City acquire Simpsons games? I wish Simpsons Tapped Out didn't shut down. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth, Kevin. And yes, I also wish it wasn't shutting down. Teenage Marge, Phantom of the Opera Martin, Mirror Universe Flanders, the thing from Stranger Things, The Angel, great episode. Little Lisa Simpson Slurry Factory. All this spaces of blue. It's not for me, aside from The Simpsons. I haven't watched Family Guy in years. And Bob's Burgers, I never particularly liked or disliked Bob's Burgers. It just never grabbed me in the same way like some of these other shows. I was big, like my three shows were always The Simpsons, King of the Hill, and Futurama. Like years and years ago, when those were the three shows that dominated Sunday nights on Fox, like that was my peak time. Ooter, what you doing, Ooter? They're freaking me out the way that they're all just standing like this. Maybe I should give them a job. Do we just give them 24-hour jobs and just let them go off into the sunset? All the new shows don't appeal to me, which is fine, but it's sad. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Panther Marge, Rabbi Krostovsky, Dr. Hibberts, Herman, Hugo. There's Mo. Oh, Mo, I'm gonna miss telling you what to do. We should have him water down the beer. Mo, go water down the beer. One last time. Like Sunday night before school on Monday, sit from 8 to 10. Yeah, it was actually a big de-stressor for me. So I was a very awkward child. Had a hard time with friends and social situations. Had a hard time with school for the social aspects more than the academic aspects. But like Sunday nights were stressful for me because it meant the start of a new week of school. And so getting to kind of kick that off with like new episodes of The Simpsons and Futurama and King of the Hill and Family, like I don't watch Family Guy anymore, but at the time I was into Family Guy. So, like I remember watching the premiere episodes of Futurama and Family Guy and watching every episode on release until they were both canceled the first time, and also being there for the revivals. So being able to just spend that couple hours laughing Sunday night, it kind of helped relieve some of the anxiety about starting a new week of school the next morning. Yeah, I'm going to put them all to work. This is freaking me out, having them stare like this. They're all freaking me out. This is probably going to lock it up for a minute. Heck, just clicking on the unemployment office kind of locks it up. Which is TV in general, where my time slots are TV show airings one after another. Cartoon Network used to have Fridays for new cartoons, Adult Swim Saturday nights for anime, Nickelodeon Yeah, that was the other thing. Like, my TV ritual was Adult Swim on Saturdays, Animation Domination on Sundays, and it was before they even called it Animation Domination. But those were like the two big things for me. And then, like, Toonami after school. Okay. I think we got it. Everybody except for the Yahweh and the Donut Mech. Yahweh. Oh, my goodness. What are we going to do with you, Yahweh? Step 6, go to the rave. You don't have a 24-hour thing. I usually just follow the steps until you get to the one that's 24-hour donuts. Just go do your... You know what? You know what we'll do, Yahweh? We'll speed you through donuts and get you to the final step, and then we'll let you end on your final step. Keep the party going. Or he's throwing out these loaves of bread. Finish that. Feel like everything is streaming and it doesn't hit the same. Yeah. I really like streaming. Like, I don't miss like having to be there at a certain time for TV. However, there was also like sort of a ritual about like old school TV that you don't have anymore. Every Sunday night we watch The Simpsons. Every Saturday night we're watching Cowboy Bebop and Gundam and all this, and Outlaw Star on Adult Swim. Yeah, I definitely want a new Simpsons and Futurama movie. And if I had to watch a Family Guy movie to get the other two, I would. Fire those donuts. There's a rapping rabbis. There's the statue of Carl that Lenny carved when they were lost in the desert. It's still a crime we don't have a Family Guy movie. How we got a Bob's Burger movie before a Family Guy one. Yeah, there's not a theatrical one. The straight to DVD one, I remember when that came out when I was in high school, and that was the biggest deal. What's it called? The Stewie Griffin story or something like that? Something, yeah, it's like Family Guy, the Stewie Griffin story. Yeah, but I'm also shocked. My guess is Seth MacFarlane just doesn't want to do it. He wants to make other movies like Ted and A Million Ways to Die in the West, and I don't know. Maybe he just prefers to keep it like his TV and his movie franchises separate, because you don't like really see them cross ever. I'd be down for an Orville movie though. That's what I'd like. That'd be great. I think The Orville was the last brand new show I ever watched on Fox. Yeah, that's true. All he really has to do is collect a check. If it's a Family Guy movie, he has to do some voices and collect a check. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Gosh, how long has that show been on the air? It's not like same with Matt Groening. I mean, he doesn't do anything anymore, and at least Seth MacFarlane does voices in the show. It's not like Matt Stone and Trey Parker with South Park, who are still like super heavily involved in their show. Of course, I'm not sure that show could operate. Like, I don't watch it anymore, but from what I remember, I'm not sure the show could operate without them. I don't even want to do anything in here. I just kind of want to like troll around and look at things. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he makes other stuff. I can't imagine Tom Cruise agreeing to do a movie for either of those, unless it was like a cameo thing like Tom Hanks did for the Simpsons movie. Oh man, where do you even go? Like, you've got like the sitcom, you've got the sci-fi, and then you've got the fantasy. Maybe the next one will be like a horror show. That'd be cool. I'd watch. Well, I mean, I'd watch anything he does, but I can never remember if it's Disenchanted or Disenchantment. It's Disenchanted, ED, right? Or is it Disenchantment? I think it's just cool that he still wants to work. Like, the guy has so much money, he could just be done working for the rest of his life. He doesn't have to do anything else, I assume, unless he just like has spent it all, which is possible. Ooh, an apocalypse? Yeah, that'd be cool. Comedy at the end of the world. Yeah. Could also do something like historical. I don't know. Whatever he makes, I'm down to watch. Lord Thistlewick Flanders. Like a Mad Max kind of thing? That could be interesting. Boom. I thought this thing blew up if you clicked on it. I guess not. I just saw Bone Storm Santa somewhere. He might have walked, but I might have been seeing things, or he might have walked behind a building. I guess if I really care, I could do this. Yep, there's Bone Storm Santa. Gosh, you. Shooting cartridges into systems. They obviously shouldn't work after you do that. Kind of feels like Disney doesn't care about the Fox shows, which makes sense. You think they should. Like, they bought Fox. You think if you're buying Fox, you want to make money off of The Simpsons and Family Guy and Bob's Burgers. You don't want to buy Fox and then come up with brand new shows. I don't know when the actual shutdown is. What is the server shutdown time for The Simpsons Tapped Out? It just what came up on Google just says will be turned off on January 24th. So that's why I scheduled this stream for the night of the 23rd, because like the thing says, and I think the announcement actually says you may continue playing until the 24th, which makes it sound like the shutdown will actually be on the 25th. So I think there's like some confusion about when it's actually being turned off, which is why I did this on the night of the 23rd. It is currently 11:23 p.m. I'm in the Eastern time zone, East Coast, United States. Flanders family reunion. Switch these around for no reason. There's Costas Becker, you jerk. Oh, Lenny. Lenny's sad, guys. Lenny is sad. We gotta give Lenny a new job. We can't let this game end with Lenny moping. That's terrible. Alright, let's find a happy job for Lenny. Meditating. Drink at Moe's Express. Drink at Moe's. Yeah, go to Moe's. You know what? Let's find Carl and Barney and Homer and just send them all to Moe's. Honestly, this is probably just going to be the last time I play it. I might try to log in on the 25th just to see what happens. Like, see what kind of message it pops up. But I'm probably not going to put it on tomorrow at all. I'm probably just going to let this be the last hurrah. Okay, so we got Carl at or not Carl. We have Lenny. So let's find Carl. This is going to be a pain. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. We're going to come on Barney first. Okay, Barney.
I'm afraid I'll have to cut you off.
Oh, Barney. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm finally a winner. I'm gonna make you feel how I
Drink at
want,
Moe's.
no problem.
Okay, now we got to find Carl. Carl. I kind of like playing this on my computer. I wish I would have been playing it on my computer all along. Oh, that's sad. Such an iconic character. Okay, Carl should be real soon. There he is. He's at the Stonecutter's Lodge. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to log in for that.
If Lenny asks, you didn't see me. Consider it done. You're talking to Carl.
I would hope they would. Okay, I think Mo is already at Mo's. So everybody should be there except for Homer. Honestly, I should probably send, like, all the Simpsons together somewhere. And all these other people are here, too. Okay, so Carl's here. Lenny's here. Mo's here. Barney's here. All right. Mo's is hopping on the last night. That's good. Let's go to the Simpsons house. Dr. Crab. There's Brandine is still defending us from terrorists. Awesome. Thank you for your service, Brandine. There's going to be so many people here. I think every version of Homer is here except for actual... Oh, no, there he is. He's watching a Monkey Trauma Center marathon. Okay, Bart's probably at the treehouse. Yeah, he's having a sleepover with Millhouse. Okay, he's at home, so we'll count that. So where's Lisa, Maggie, and Marge? Well, I mean, this is mostly with, like... my Springs field looked pretty good before they started throwing, like, free donuts at us, but a lot of this has been since we started getting the free donuts. And I'm a free-to-play player. I've spent $0 in this game. Okay, so let's find Marge and Lisa and Maggie and send them to the house to be with everybody, and then we'll just be happy with that. Where is town? It's right here. This was a mistake. Why can't you search this stinking thing? I can just think, like, what are their 24-hour jobs? I'm guessing since you've just been playing for so long, you just go through phases of playing a lot and not playing as much. That's the heck with this. I'm just going to look up their 24-hour jobs. I'm not scrolling through 800 names. Or 600 or whatever it is. Okay, regular jobs. What is Marge's 12-hour job? Protest something. Oh, that means she could be anywhere. Oh no, I got kicked again. That makes sense, yeah. I've been playing Pokemon Go since 2016, and I've done, like, the exact same thing. Yeah, I can't even imagine what the farewell message would be. Thanks for all the money, chumps. That would be just like EA. EA, they suck. Once it logs back in, I'll look at it. Assuming it lets me log back in. So I think that number is the identifier because multiple players can have the same username, so there can be multiple DarthDaimyos, but that number lets just like identifies the particular player so that multiple people can have the same name. I think is what that number is. Okay, what's Lisa's 24-hour job? Do next week's homework at the Simpsons house. Did I miss her? There's baby Lisa. There's Lisa's, whatchamacallit. There's President Lisa. Even Hugo's there. Santa's little helper is there. I don't see Lisa. She have another... She must have, like, another 24-hour job. Go mini golfing. Let's try that one. So over here... Nope, she's not there. Blog about amphibian rights. That's also at the Simpsons house. Simpsons house, Simpsons house. The way these are quest ones. Protest at Channel 6? Maybe she's there. Yeah, that would be totally awesome, Jordan. Or they just did like a console or like PC game that's like not a freemium game, that's just like a Springfield city builder. And they could even use Tapped Out as a basis for it. Okay, so there's Maggie. That's good. Or is that like a specific... Nope, it is just Maggie. Okay. Okay, so what can... If we tell her to take a nap, she'll go back to the house. Okay, cool. Now, is Lisa in here too? It would be endless content, and they could make some new crossovers. Yeah? Yeah. No. Okay, so Lisa's not here. Where the fudge is Lisa? I guess we're just going to have to use Town Hall for Marge and Lisa. It's going to be a pain, but at least we found Maggie. Just have to replay Road Rage and Hit and Run, and the arcade game was good. The Simpsons game. I wish it would just let me use the scroll wheel. Can I click on this and drag it? No, of course not. Has to be absurdly difficult. All right, we're in the seas. I don't know. Maybe they're planning to announce a Simpsons movie on Friday to just be like, "Oh, we're sorry about Tapped Out. That sucks. Hey, we're making another movie." What? Maybe. It's hard to say if they'll retire. I don't know. It's hard to imagine anyone voicing any of the core characters other than the main cast. Like, I would almost rather, like, if something happened to Dan Castellaneta or Nancy Cartwright or Yeardley Smith or Hank Azaria or Harry Shears, Julie Kavner, anybody, like, I'd almost rather it just ended instead of them being recast. I don't know. Maybe I would feel differently if it had actually happened. Could make Larry and Sam go to Lenny's too, but they're not worth the strong libido. That's the word I was looking for. Lisa, she's wearing... Oh, duh! We made her wear a costume. We assigned that to her.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be more okay with a reboot, because at least then things are different. I'd be okay with recasts and a reboot. Where'd you go, Lisa? Okay. Do next week's homework. Okay, that sends her home. Now just Marge. Which we could just troll around looking for Marge. Instead of doom scrolling down the list. Mrs. Krabappel is protesting as well. There's Sherry Bobbins floating around. Marge, you're the last Simpson who's not at the Simpsons house. Where are you? I wonder if she's in a No, she's got the protest something job, so she's not in a costume. Guess we're doing this. Do they still have Simpsons at Universal? Yes, they do. The contract is up in 2028, and the speculation is that they may remove it at that point, but it's still there. One of the Simpsons YouTube channels I follow, The Simpsons Theory, she just recently went there and she did a video about it. It's very cool. Definitely check out The Simpsons Theory. Very cool YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, if you like what you're seeing, Why not subscribe? Join the Discord, like the video, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff I'm supposed to say. Okay, cool. I did it. I feel like I should have a duff. But I can't have a duff. Thank you for subbing, Jordan. I appreciate it. Yeah, James Corden and Wicked, yeah. Can't imagine that going over well. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. I stream more or less every night. Not usually tapped out. This was just a special thing for tonight. For obvious, sad reasons. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. It's been nice hanging out with y'all. You too, Mason, if you're still there. Lee Carvalho. Nice. Ling Bouvier. Come on, Marge is coming up here any second now. Maggie's there. There's Marge. Where was she? She was over here by the Buddhist temple. Okay, Marge, let's send you home. Then we're going to confirm that all 5 of the Simpsons are at the house, because that's where I want them to end this. I'm going to have to give her a shorter job. Color her hair. No, that's going to take her to the salon. Hey, Miguel. How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Okay. Watch Opera alone. That's so sad. Shop her site. Like, none of her jobs are at the house. We've been trying to get everybody back to the house. Larpus commoners worship Baal. Clean the house. Can we get her a more fun job? Browse the latest hammocks. Shop at the Quickie Mart. Read. Okay, I think if you read Chores magazine, she goes to the house. Yeah, I'm not upset about that as well. Although, kind of surprised James Corden hasn't had a cameo since basically everyone else in the world has. Okay, so not counting these alternate forms. There's Homer. That's 1. Santa's little helper. Marge is 2. Lisa's 3. Maggie's 4. And then Bart's in the treehouse. That's 5. Yeah, the last precious minutes. It's very sad. I guess we could get Grandpa here, too. They always leave Grandpa out. I'm not going to go looking for him, but maybe if he's at the retirement castle, we'll just grab him and send him over. I'm sure he probably has a job. Yeah. That's his Old Man Winter costume. No! This is the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time it's kicked me. It doesn't want me to play my game. All right, the donut is spinning. I think we're good. I think we're going to get back in. Probably not going to be on too much longer, though. All right, we made it. All right, let's get Grandpa. And Mona. We could send Mona there, too.
I can still do things.
Okay, Grandpa. Tell stories on the couch. I'm pretty sure that takes him to the house. Where's Mona? Maybe it didn't finish hers. I will Google that, Kevin. When does EA's license expire with the Simpsons? I don't see like a clear answer to that with just a cursory Google search. Okay, where'd you go, Mona? Totally lost her somehow. I guess we can send Marge back. There she is. Okay, does she have a job that can send her... If she doesn't, I'm not worried about it. No, it looks like none of these will take her to the house. So we'll just have her challenge somebody to death in battleships. Okay, so let's go make sure Grandpa made it over here. Yep, there he is. All right, I think we're gonna end it there. I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Mason, Jordan, Kevin, Miguel, anybody else who chatted that I may have missed, I apologize, but I appreciate everybody watching. If you are new around here, please consider liking and joining the Discord. I'll repost that link in here just in a second. I stream more or less every night. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Blue version. If you're interested in that, pop back in. If not, just subscribe to the channel and wait for some other games to pop up. I just finished playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past last night. We beat it. That was a ton of fun. But again, thank you very much for watching. It's very, very sad that The Simpsons Tapped Out is ending, but I'm glad that I was able to hang out with some cool people while I was playing my last couple hours of this game. So I don't know about you all, but I am going to go put on The Simpsons and just chill. I wish I had some donuts because I would totally eat some donuts right now, but I don't. But that's okay. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. DarthDaimyo is blasting off again.